Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Tuesday Craft Day. Well, it's another card making day, and today I have 3 cards for you. All of them use the same fold, but they're different. Each one is different, but using the same kind of fold, and it's very simple. But I wanted to show you one more idea for making some Christmas cards this year. This probably is the last card episode that I'll have, as far as I know, unless I come up with some ideas that I really want to share with you. But until then, I hope you enjoy this video. We're going to be doing it upstairs again, obviously. We have a heat index today of 100. You know, it's almost Halloween, folks. Does anybody know that? So anyway, and of course there's another storm out there brewing, and I do so pray for all those folks that are in the path of this storm. Hopefully it will not impact them too terribly. They've had more than their share this year. So I'm about ready for hurricane season to get over, and I'm sure they are. So I'm going to take you down to the table, and we're going to work on 3 Christmas cards using a simple fold. I'll be right back. Okay, here I am down here at the counter, and I'm going to start with an A2 size card. I've cut this card so it is 5.5 this way, 4 1/4 this way, and I have scored it in half. And basically you can take one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it in half, and that makes 2 A2 size cards. So I folded it in half. Now 1/2, I just folded it in half again. Okay? So now I have a flap on this side. So what we're going to do is make what we call an easel card. And I'm just going to make it so the card will lay flat like this for shipping, okay, for mailing. And then when you open it, you can stand it up like this. And they look kind of pretty when they're standing maybe on a table somewhere, if they're decorated. So let's decorate this card and see what we can come up with. I've got some green and some starbursts, I guess you'd call it. And first I'm going to glue the paper on the green background, and I'm using art glitter glue. Now each one of those little folds that I made is half of the 4 1/4, so it's 2 1/8. Okay, so you measure these pages. This is 2 1/8, and this is 1 7/8. So it would make a little border. Alright, so we'll get those attached to here, to the card. And you have to attach them separately because you still have to be able to bend this card in the middle, remember. We want it to stand up. We're still using those same packs of paper and some cardstock. Alright, so now we need something on the front for like a focal image. See, now that's going to stand up like this. Okay, so I have a Merry Christmas here, and I have a scallop that I made, and I'm going to attach the Merry Christmas to the scallop. With more glue than I need. And I think we'll give it a little bit of a design. Can't make anything too plain, you know, when you're Christmassy. So there. Excuse me. So we're going to attach it right here. But we're only going to attach it to the bottom because we want it to stand up when we open the card. So what I'm going to do is to just put some glue right in here on the bottom flap. Oop, and add my Merry Christmas circle to it. Okay, now when this stands up, Merry Christmas will stand up. See? When this stands up, the Merry Christmas will stand up. So now we're going to have something that will help it stand up. And I have this little one for the inside that says, Merry and Bright Warmest Wishes. And so what I'm going to do is to attach that right here. Okay. And I'm going to put it up on some foam dots so that it stands up a little bit and it makes a ledge for this to sit against. So let me get out the foam dots. We'll put them on the back. And this will, of course, will add a little bit of dimension to the project, but not bad. And you can use tape and put a couple of little gems or something on it, and that will hold it up. Okay. So down here, excuse me, get this out of the way. I'll put this right down in here. So now we have the card, and when you open it, it stands right up against the wishes. You like that? And very simple. One simple fold and you made a whole kind of a different kind of card. And if you don't have a machine that cuts out scallops, just cut out a picture out of a magazine if you don't have Christmas paper. But there you go. There's card number 1. Now, card number 2 is going to use the same fold, but a little differently. Card number 2 is going to be, I have the same card, A2. I folded it in half. Now before the fold was going this way. This time the fold is going to go this way. And it's called a Z fold. You see, because it kind of looks like a Z when it's held up that way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to decorate this panel and this panel because the card will open like this. But first we're going to do the inside. And on the inside I have one of my generated messages, which we will attach to some background and some background, like this. Okay, so let's get those attached. Things always look better with a little bit of a border around them, see? Now we're going to attach that to the inside of the card. And this should fit almost exactly on the inside. A little bit off here. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now let's get these two panels on. And we're going to do basically the same thing. We're going to attach these to the green. Okay, and we'll put those panels on. Now remember which sides we have to decorate this time. We need to do this one. And we need to do this one. So that's pretty. And they fold up like this. But here's the problem. When you fold it up, you can still see the inside there. So I would need to cover it up with something. And I'm going to use these two scallops. And see if we can put something on here to cover that up. So I thought I'd do that with you this time so you could see me use this machine. And this is called a cuddle bug. And when you open it, it sticks to the table so you don't run around looking for things. And we have an A plate, we have a B plate, we have our paper, and whichever we're going to cut, which we're going to cut this one. Let me just, I think you can see it that way. Okay, and then I have a C plate, which will go right in here, and I'm going to roll it through. And I didn't get this quite all the way up on that plate, so let's get this up a little further. we go. And then you have a little scallop. Now I'm going to take a white piece and do the same thing, but with one that's just one size smaller. So we'll put the A and the B, the white piece, and the smaller one, and the C, and roll her on through. And then you have the white one that will fit right nicely in the green one. Okay? So now we'll get those out of the way. And this comes with all kinds of different cutters that you can use. I don't have that many of them because once I got a Cricut, I really just used the Cricut to make all of these. You can do all of these shapes right on the Cricut. So I'm going to attach, and this was the back of something, look. I'm going to attach this to the green. And then I have these pretty poinsettias that I've had for a long time, and I don't think the glue is any good on the back of them, but we've got glue, so that's okay. And these came from, I don't know, you know, I think I got these like at the Goodwill. And there is a little sticking thing on the back, but I'm going to add some extra glue. So now if we take this and put it on the card like this, it hides the sentiment on the inside until you open the card. But again, we can only put glue on one part, okay? So in order to make sure I'm doing that correctly, I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to give myself just a little mark so that I can make sure I don't put the glue past where it needs to go. And the sun just went in and I can't see my mark. So there you go. And let's see, I have a couple of little no, I think I'd like something silver. Let's see. I don't think I have any silver ones. Oh, I think I might. Nope, that's green. And I think these are blue. Oh, there's a dark green. That might do. I think I still like the idea of silver. So, I have silver because I have what's called a bling box. And right inside the bling box is some silver. So let's grab a couple of these. Has every color bling you could think of. All right. Let's see what we shall see. Yeah, I like the silver. It looks pretty. And I'm just going to use a little of this glue. And maybe one up the top. And then when you open it, we'll put one right in here. So there you go. Isn't that a pretty card? And it just opens up like so. All right, that's card number 2. We'll put those over there. Okay, the third project is just kind of a cute little card, and it uses some figures that I cut out from the Cricut, but I just wanted to show you it's the same fold that we've been using. And this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/4. Okay. So I could make 2 cards now. Okay. So now when I fold this in half, this will become an A2 size card. Okay. So I'm going to fold it in half. So this is now 5.5 by 4 1/4. But I'm going to take the top of this and fold it back again. So basically, I've made like your Z-fold card again, see? Alright, now I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock that's 8.5 by 11, and I'm just going to start tearing it. Trying to keep it somewhat straight. Alright, here we go. Such as it is. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with this that I did with this. I'm going to fold it in half. And of course the tops don't match, that's fine. And I'm going to take the top one and fold it back. So now I have a little Z-fold. And what's going to happen to these, this is going to go inside of this one. Okay? But I want this fold to go backwards. So what I'm going to do, so that when it stands up, it's going to come out like this. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to attach this to the front flap, right here. Just to the front flap. Now I'm going to go, I'm looking at my, take this one and attach it to the back flap. And I'm sorry, I meant to go in here also. So I'm folding both halves in half. Okay, so now I'm going to do that. There we go. And I'm just going to attach this last section right here. Stand up. So now, when the card closes, it will look like this. And when it opens, it'll open like this. Okay? Close, open. So now we're going to decorate it. And these are some of the little pieces that I had cut out on the Cricut. And we're going to see what we can do with them. I'm going to trim this down a bit. Alright, this is the North Pole. And that's going to go right here. And then I have a little elf. Let's see, I have an elf with a candy cane. Let's do the elf with a candy cane. I don't think I got that on quite straight, so let me just... There we go. And I'm going to put him over here. And maybe some presents. Let's see. I think I've got another present. Here we are. And see, I can go right over this fold because when it's closed, there's no fold there. Okay. So we're going to put that like that. Let's see. Let's get this present on first. I'm going to put the elf there. And the other present. Right here. Okay, isn't that cute? So now when we open it up, I have this cute little guy for the end. And these are all images that were from a Knitwit Collections that I downloaded and then put the images into the Cricut design space. And the cheer will go right up in here. This says spread the cheer, but it cut in 2 pieces, so I've got to add it on in 2 pieces here. And when you've got the card closed, you can still read the spread the cheer. Okay? And I got 2 more little elves, so we'll put those right in here. And then we'll just sign it at the end. Isn't that adorable? And when it closes up, this is what the card looks like. It's not 2-dimensional. It'll go right in an envelope. And then it will open and stand up and show you all of the elves. Sorry, it'll show you all the elves. And it's how to spread the cheer. So it's really just the same fold. That's that fold. And this is what I made earlier. This is what I was looking at. Okay. Now what I've done on this one, and I shall do it with the one I have here, is I have taken some glittery glue, glitter glue, and gone over the little bows and things. I think you can see. The bows have a little glitter. I don't know if it shows. And then I've made some little stars in the sky. So there you go. Cute, cute, cute. And lovely. And lovely. So there you go. There's the 4 cards, or 3 cards. 2 of them are the same from today. I think they're adorable. I love this little one with the elves. And yes, that's a little special because I did cut the images out. But you know, these are images I uploaded. But if you have a Cricut and you have Design Space, they have a multitude of images in there that you can cut yourself. They don't have to be ones that are uploaded from a special project. And then our card that stands up. And the Z-fold. So I hope you enjoyed it today. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll be back to see you Friday. And until then, keep smiling, keep warm, keep cool, whatever you need. It's a heat index today here of 100, so we're trying to keep cool. Play by the rules, keep your distance, wear your mask. And everybody, play nice now. See you Friday. Love you. Bye-bye.